Lion art, specialist sport class art. It's a special opportunity to honor you for your service to your country from 1952 to 1955. You were drafted and honorably served the United States Army during that time, attaining the rank of SP4. After completing basic training at Texarkana, Texas, you were sent to the Aberdeen, Maryland Proving Grounds and placed in an ordnance unit performing electrical work on tanks. Shortly, you were assigned to Fulda, Germany for a year. When you were drafted, there was a young lady in your life named Shirley. Shirley said she would wait for you, and indeed she did.
Well, we're back once again at the Bridgeview Lions Club Appreciation Awards and Luncheon, and with me today is Master of Ceremonies from the Bridgeview Lions Club, Mr. Ray Jachim. And however, we do first of all want, you usually dress up in a tuxedo, but you have a nice green jacket on, and there's a particular reason for that, and that is because I want to congratulate you. You are now the District Governor of District 1A, which takes in a good portion of Cook County as far as the Lions Clubs. Let's talk about what was happening today. You had a few different changes, but it was a great ceremony.
Well, you know, we put this together with the help of the village of Bridgeview. And the mayor called a meeting and he said that, you know, there's people that we should honor in this village from time to time. And someone had reminded him that Troop 13 has been in Bridgeview for 55 years. And also the next connection was that in February of this year, of 2010, that the Boy Scouts of America will be having their 100th anniversary. And so he felt it would be very, very appropriate to honor the Scouts. But we always honor an Educator of the Year, and we honored Lion Kivsky from our club. He's a veteran, and we wanted to recognize a family in Bridgeview that their son is currently in Iraq, but fortunately on his way home right now. And so we try to do multiple things to bring a community together. I was just back in the kitchen, and the estimate was we had 280 people here this afternoon. And we were fortunate to have Congressman Lipinski here, who gave every recipient a flag that is flown over the Capitol in Springfield. So we try to, if you will, mix it up a little bit sometimes, but I agree with the mayor that there's a lot of hidden people in every community that do things that never surface in the newspapers, but they affect a lot of people's lives. And scouting is certainly one of those things that affects a lot of people's lives. And as I said earlier, in our troop here, Troop 13, there had to been, in a period of 55 years, thousands of young people that passed through the ranks of being scouts. And so they deserve the honor, as did Tom Bosworth for all his years of being involved with scouting.
We're back here with Tom Bosworth, who is the crew advisor for Crew 13. And I understand, first of all, Tom, you were being honored, and as well as now it was Boy Scout Troop 13 being honored?
That's correct. It's the 55th anniversary of Troop 13, and it is the 100th anniversary of the Boy Scouts of America on February 8th. So they were being honored, and I was given an award for my 25th year of service right now with the PAC troop and crew.
And you mentioned now crew. Now is that now you have obviously the Boy Scout troop and the Cub Scout troop. Now is the crew a little different, or how's the crew work?
The crew is first freshman year of high school through age 21. It's co-ed. It's boys and girls. And we're considered a high adventure group. We do everything from wall climbs to outdoor adventure, camping. It's a co-ed group. So that's the oldest group. And then I also run the Tigers, which are the little 6-year-old Cub Scouts.
Oh, so you actually are in charge then of working with the little guys, which is the Cub Scouts, and that's just the boys then?
Yes, that's just the little boys. That's little 6-year-olds with their parents and myself when we run the basic program. So I have the very youngest boys and I have the very oldest boys and girls.
So now we see with Boy Scout Troop 13 that you have, packs and crews and, Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts. So essentially you're all the same organization or the same entity? It's just different levels? I mean, you have your own leaders and advisors, but how does that work as far as 13? There's 3 divisions within that?
There's 3 separate chartering groups. There's a pack, a troop, and a crew. Pack is Cub Scouts, troop is Boy Scouts, crew is the oldest groups. So it's all 3 groups. Technically, we're all separate, but we're all 13. This started back in 1942 originally, so in the Bridgeview area before Bridgeview was incorporated. So we've actually been around here since the 40s roughly, but incorporated and chartered since 55 with the troop. So while it's 3 separate groups, every crew member used to be a pack leader, every troop leader used to be a pack leader, every pack leader will someday be a troop leader, whether they know it or not just yet. So it just kind of works its way through, and the boys just progress up from 6 years old all the way up until they're 21, and then they usually become leaders.
Okay, and finally we saw that some of the kids were taking part in the presentation of the colors. Now, these were from the Boy Scouts or the crew or everyone?
That was everybody. That was pack, troop, crew. It was a little bit of everybody taking part in that ceremony, which normally we break them up, but it's the Lions Club, and when we come here once a year, we normally present the colors once a year. And when we do that, it's a little bit of everybody. It wasn't all of our boys because we have about 85 or 90 of them, but it was a representation of, I don't know, about 30 boys there, I think, were in that group. So it was everything from the 6-year-olds all the way up to, there was a couple 17, 18-year-olds, I think, walking around through there today.
Well, we're back here with Art Kivsky, who is the Veteran of the Year for the Bridgeview Lions Club Appreciation Awards. And we want to thank you so much, Art, for your service. And as we were mentioning that, this is not why you do it for awards, but it's always nice to be honored.
Yes, it is. This is beyond anything I could ever guess. It surprised me to no end.
Right, exactly. And we heard, a little bit about your service. We understand that were you driving tanks or repairing tanks?
I repaired tanks. There's nothing I couldn't fix on a tank. They didn't want to let me go home. I got drafted. I was supposed to get discharged on the 25th of March, and on the 19th of March, I was still in Germany.
Oh, great.
Tried to get me to re-up, but they wouldn't take me on as a master sergeant.
It's too bad. But yeah, we also want to let everyone know that you're a Lion, so you're a member of this.
I'm a member of this Lions Club. Yeah.
You've been active in this club for many years then?
About 20. Yep, well, pretty bad.
Oh, okay. Any final thoughts for us? Anything we should know about today? Just that congratulations and.
No, just I'm very happy. I'm very surprised at this. I was completely surprised. And it's just beyond wildest dreams that I could ever get anything like this.
The Educator of the Year recipient, representing all of District 109's educators and professional staff, is Dawn Koening, 3rd grade teacher from Wilkins Elementary School. Ms. Koenig was hired on August 28, 2006 as a 2nd grade teacher at Wilkins Elementary School. She received her bachelor's degree from the Illinois State University and is currently pursuing her master's degree from Governor State University in the area of educational administration. Ms. Koenig implements differential instruction strategies based on her analysis of progress, monitoring, and benchmark assessment data. She is very attentive to her students' needs, both academically and socially. Collaboration is her middle name. She is proactive in seeking ways to assist and support our colleagues in any way possible.
For more information on the Bridgeview Lions Club, please take note of your screen.